on a video on GameStop. This is my first time analyzing it, going over things, and looking at the charts of GameStop. And before I forget, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. And if you definitely like the video, do a thumbs up and subscribe. It helps me out, and I appreciate it, and share it with other people as well. So GameStop is very interesting on the least. GameStop has a 18% short interest onto this. Where we get into the, we're at almost at $100 per share. I know GameStop was almost at $200. I know that's been a bit of a beaten down situation, and very crazy and interesting. I was just doing a video on AMC, and I definitely have shares of AMC. I do not have any shares of GameStop. I've been tempted onto buying into GameStop just to push the GameStop movement as well. And it's quite interesting at the 1.5 interest rates. That, to me, I haven't really looked in, but it has been buying the shorts like unbelievable. Wow, that is, they're sort of running out of shorts. And the interest rate now, AMC is like at a 0.8%, and GameStop is at a 1.5%. That's interesting. GameStop is definitely having a higher interest rates, and I am happy to see that, because that means the shorts are really having to pay a little bit more money onto shorting GameStop. What we have to go through the charts here, and the volatility, the volume onto GameStop. GameStop has gotten to a low money flow indication, and wow, it went up a little bit, and you can see a lot. Well, there was some selling as well, but you can see a lot of buyers came into GameStop. GameStop had a lot of buyers starting to come into this market, and you can see in the arrows are indication buying and holding has been going on those days. Very hard buying and holding. Other thing as well, the pun data we have is $180. What you have to look at, and I haven't really looked at the charts very well on the GameStop, but you can see on the pun data, punt, I say probably in the wrong way. The punt is showing if it's undervalued. Now look at this. This is where you can, again, I haven't really studied it as hard as AMC, but you can see once it gets the candle on the daily candle, I'm looking at the pun, it gets over the pun value, it starts to go nuts. That indication, right there was $5. It was showing, hey, there's movement, there's money going in there, and a lot of high money, and you can see a lot of volatility on buying was going on too. The green is buying, the yellow is selling, and same thing. The arrows were buying and holding, buying and holding, buying and holding. Wow, that is unbelievable. That is crazy. Very interesting. This is like a ticking. And let's go back over here. It's up here. We have a buy signal as well. Does this mean that we are going to be an upper trend? YC so far, it looks like we are in a downward trend. We had a sell candle. Those red candles are selling candles. Again, AMC is on a purple. It doesn't know where the trend's going to go. Now, this red trend, is that something to be worried with? Because it's saying it's a sell indication. No, not necessarily. It just means it's going on downtrend. It doesn't mean that it's going to always be in a sell. You had a green candles putting a lot of pressure. Wow, look at that pressure onto GameStop. Where I see is if AMC can go above the $112, that is a very strong indication, and it has a very strong movement that's going to be pushing it and holding that 112. You would have a very strong sign to the hedge funds that are buying this to buy more. It's getting to be reversed. Definitely right here at the $112. That, to me, is a strong sign that you have a reversal and it's going to go onto an upward trend. Where it's going to be very interesting onto GameStop is you're going to be seeing a $180 or 100, sorry, not 157 around there. Once it hits that and it goes above that in the daily candle, I think that's going to be very hostile. This is going to be crazy. Let's look at the other chart. We just looked at the volume, and you had a low money flow plus a green Tesla candle. Your RSI has starting to reverse, and you're starting to have a hammer candle just like AMC, very similar. Oh my gosh, it is really similar onto that. And you have in here a buy as well at a 67% buy. Where do I see AMC, or where do I see GameStop going? Sorry, GameStop is a very, it looks like we're starting to see it's consolidating, and that would be good. And if it gets above that on this side, $110, you're seeing a good sign of buying as well. So 112 to 110, that is going to indicate you're in an upper trend. Is GameStop have that capability? Hell yeah. This thing is one big, huge ticking stock. It is crazy looking at this. Now, you can see they pushed it down as much as possible because that was going to be an indication that that GameStop has a upper trend. So definitely, if you're buying into GameStop, definitely tell me. And if you are buying more into GameStop, definitely tell me onto the comments. I appreciate everything. I appreciate you watching the video and me going over the analyzation and looking at the charts and looking at everything onto GameStop. And this is very interesting. Definitely look at my AMC video because you'd probably be amazed. I'm pretty much imitating what I'm saying on a lot of the stuff. The only thing is difference is the pricing is totally different. That's the only thing is the charts are pretty similar. The interest rates are different. GameStop, whoever's holding into this stock, I really have to encourage the crazy thing is the interest rates have been up to 1.5%. That is nuts, and I'm hoping that goes up even higher. And we have the short interest. I don't highly believe that you had what some people covering. You had 18% shorted. I highly doubt that too, but it sort of gives you a rough estimate onto this whole thing. So definitely, if you like it, subscribe, thumbs up, and share with other people as well. I appreciate it, and peace out.